Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all. Wyclef Jean, BKS1.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. I don't know if I'm loud enough or not. Let me. All right. Let's see. All right. Yeah. I can hear myself a little better now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Al Show right here on BKS1 Radio. It is your girl, Latoya Chanel, and I know you're probably wondering, what's going on? Something's missing. Right, wait, let me make sure I'm pointing the right way. Am I pointing the right way? There it is, right there. Listen, Queen B is on a small hiatus right now. She will be back in the studio with us shortly. She got to handle some business, but she'll be back. So everybody just make sure that we are going to wish her well, and we are going to keep chugging along as she does. But in the meantime, I am still here. I am in the building, and we are going to rock out like we always do. Right now, we have two guests who are going to be calling in tonight because we have a concert that is going on right here in New Jersey, and it's going to be happening on Thursday night, the 19th. So we're going to get a little bit more information about that as they call in just a few minutes. But in the meantime, everybody, you kind of stuck with me. Oh, well. So what we have going on, everybody. Speaking of taking hiatuses, we've been talking about this for some time now. We talked about it on the show maybe a few weeks back, and I also got a chance to talk about it on a panel I spoke on African American women in business. And it was about taking care of yourself, having a balance, and boundaries, everybody. Listen, balance and boundaries. Balance and boundaries, and how important all of those are to your life. I said a little while ago, and this is for women of all races, backgrounds, creeds, whatever it is. A lot of times we find ourselves in situations where we are constantly overachieving or constantly doing for others, and we end up feeling guilty when we don't do for others, and we feel guilty when we end up taking time for ourselves. I am here to tell you, it has been all over the Olympics. It has been all across the board with women of all colors saying, you know what, I need to take a beat for me. I can't manage right now. I can't focus right now. I am not balanced right now. And I need to take a moment, and I need to collect myself. I need to get myself together. And if I don't do that, I'm not going to be able to move forward. And, you know, I mean, you guys talk to me. Talk to me over here in the chat. I got my little laptop over here, so I can definitely see your comments. But talk to me and let me know how you guys feel about that, because I am an advocate for taking care of yourself. I'm an advocate for me time. I'm an advocate for whatever it is that you need to do in a healthy way, of course, you know. Whatever it is that you need to do so that you feel relaxed, whatever it is that you need to do so that you feel like you can endure whatever it is that's going on in your life and move forward. Sometimes you have to pull back and take an account of yourself and where you are mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. And guess what, everybody? That's okay. And that's not only for women. I know I started this off talking about women, but that's for men as well. Anytime that you are in a situation that you feel like you cannot manage, you have to make sure that you saying, hold up. I know this person needs me. I know that person needs me. But right now, I need me and I need to collect myself. So I want to know, what are some of the things that you all do just to make sure that you're good, just to make sure that while you are, I don't know, gathering yourself together, reflection time, making sure that you're getting your thoughts together. What are some of the things that you do to relax, to unwind, to reset? I'm going to tell you, honestly, for me, I like massages. So I spend a lot of time at the spa. I spend a lot of time getting massages because I personally think that they are important. There are times where at the end of the night, after a long day, working 12 hours a day, talking to people or in meetings or whatever, I will have a drink. Now, wait a minute. I'm not a lush. I am not a lush, everybody. But I will have a nice relaxing drink at the end of the night, a glass of wine, or, in my case, that might be a shot of whiskey. But whatever it is, I'm just letting you know I will do that at the end of the night by the time I get out the shower and I'm laying down, because, that's how I unwind. Sometimes for me, it's a matter of just talking to friends, talking to loved ones, talking to my mate or my partner, or talking to family members, having conversations where I feel like there's some things that are heavy for me that I need to get off my chest. And sometimes hearing myself say certain things gives me ground to stand on and gives me a foundation so that I can move forward past whatever it is that I've been stuck on, or past whatever it is that I've been meditating on in my head for however long it's been. So I will have those conversations, and it's good to talk to people that you trust, where you can unload on them. And of course, everybody, before you unload, especially if it's something heavy, please, people, if it is something heavy, I don't care who it is you were talking to, please get in the practice of saying, do you have the bandwidth to withstand whatever it is I am going to unload on you? Because that transference of energy, and especially if it's something negative that they have to tell you, even though it's their business, if it's too heavy or if it's too negative, people don't realize that we embody those things. You find yourself after certain conversations with people being like, dag, why do I feel so down? Or why did my mood or energy change? But you, in being there for other people, just say, you know what? I don't have the bandwidth for this right now. Can we please come back to this conversation when I'm in a better headspace? Or, if you can be there for them at the moment, say, okay, and just make sure that you are compartmentalizing others' issues so that you're not taking them on yourself and making them your own. But once you have someone that you can talk to, someone that you can release, someone that you can figure some things out with, then hopefully that helps you. Hopefully that helps to put you in a place where it's like, okay, I'm feeling better about myself now. And of course, thank whoever it is. I don't care how close you are to them. Everybody wants to feel appreciated because, they were there for you. So make sure you appreciate those who are there for you and that allowed you to, just unleash on them for a little bit. What else do I do? I'm trying to think here. I definitely, like I said, I like massages. I have conversations with loved ones. A little bit of whiskey doesn't hurt. I'm trying to think, what are some of the other things I'll do? Honestly, because I'm a multitasker at heart, when I really just need to unwind, and collect myself, sometimes I will do absolutely nothing. And doing nothing for me is binge watching something on Netflix, right? Finding some series that, by the grace of God, has 5 or 6 seasons with 22 to 24 episodes, and I can just binge watch it long term, veg out a little bit, and I don't really have to focus on anything else in life. That honestly helps me to escape all responsibility. It helps me to escape, all things that I have to do, all things I have to be focused on, or anything that's heavy at the time, Again, talk to me. Let me know. What are some of the things that you guys do to unwind? Let me see here. I'm going to check in the chat. But yeah, those are some of my things. I'm trying to think what else. What else is it that I like to do? Listening to music. And I find that I'm always surprised on how much music relaxes me. And for instance, driving in a car, playing music while just at home in a room doing nothing, I'm always surprised that I'm like, wait, I actually feel really, really relaxed listening to this. You know what I mean? It could be anything from, I don't know, Erykah Badu, a little bit of Jill Scott, sometimes Anthony Hamilton. These are just my playlists. Of course, Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine can get you riled up, but Jasmine can also calm you down a little bit too. But yeah, these are some things I do to unwind. But between all of those things, just make sure you're doing something. Just make sure you're taking yourself into account. Make sure you are relaxing, resetting, unwinding. Make sure you are checking yourself, because a lot of times as we are in go mode, we don't check ourselves, why we feel certain ways about certain things, why we are doing certain things. And I think it's important to periodically do that. A lot of times you'll hear people say, well, that's just the way I am, or that's just who I am. And it's like, have you ever sat back and thought to yourself, but why though? Where does that stem from? What is the origin of that? And it's crazy because there's so many people that honestly, they don't know. Have you ever talked to people who are like that? And you're like, okay, I get that you are like that, but why? But it's like, if you are doing a self-check periodically, a lot of times you can get to the core of why you lash out whenever somebody says something, or why you react in a negative manner. It's like, start checking yourself, everybody. And all of that is a part of mental health, emotional health, mental growth, emotional growth, all of it. Absolutely all of it. And it's necessary. And again, just going back to the ladies, we have been seeing this a lot, with mental health. The young ladies who were in gymnastics that said, you know what, I can't do this right now. Naomi Osaka, who was also saying, you know what, I need to take a beat. I'm doing too much. I can't do this right now. Whatever it is, you know yourself better than anyone else knows you. And you just have to make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to do for you. So, we talk about that a lot on this show, and we live it too. I don't ever want anybody who has watched this show for however long you have watched the show, I don't want anybody to ever think that we are not practicing what we preach. I know personally, I sneak moments in, whether it's long-term, short-term, whatever. I have those moments where I honestly have to say to myself, enough. So that means if I have to drive away from my home and sit in a car and stare for an hour in complete silence, and I don't know, you know what? I don't know about you guys, but that moment when you are sitting in your car and the doors are closed and there is absolutely no sound at all, and it is just you and silence, and it's almost like the world and everything is on the outside and it is just you, is one of the most peaceful moments and places for me. I feel like I can think about anything. I can come up with anything. I can get through anything. It's like all answers are on the horizon. I'm okay after doing that. I don't know. I don't know. Is it just me? Like I said, talk to me in the comments section. Let me know if it's just me, because it helps me. But, sometimes you got to do it. Make sure you do it. Make sure you are taking care of yourself. Make sure you are taking care of your affairs. And then also make sure, here we go. Here's another big one, everybody. Also make sure that you are cultivating your squad. I get that from a friend of mine. Shout out to Katab. And he has t-shirts. So, hey, Katab, if you're watching, just let me know so I can tell everybody, where to go to get your t-shirt that says cultivate your squad. But make sure you are cultivating your squad, everybody, because you cannot have any and every type of energy around you when you are trying to grow, when you are trying to be positive, or when you are on a healing track in life. All of that wayward energy, not knowing if people are really for you, not knowing if people are talking behind your back, not knowing what's going on around you. You cannot have that when you are in a growth pattern. And even more importantly, you can't have it when you're going through something. Maybe it's just me, but have you ever been going through something in life and you're looking around like, I can't turn to anyone? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. I know I'm going through this. Well, maybe I could talk to this well, no, I can't talk to them. Or, you know what? Maybe I could go to well, I can't go to them either, because if I tell this person, they'll be upset. If I tell this person, they'll try to control my life. If I tell this person, they're going to say, I told you so. If I tell this person, they're going to be envious. If I tell this person, they're going to laugh at me. If I tell this person, they're going to tell my business. If I tell this person, nobody else has experienced that. Okay, whatever. I digress. But I will say, you definitely learn who your friends are, and you definitely learn who your tribe is as you are going through things. It's always all good when things are on the up and up. It's always all good when you are able to be the giver. But when it's time for you to be the receiver, when it's time for people to check in on you, that's when you find out the real true character of people and the role that they play in your life. So I'm going to say it again. Please make sure you are cultivating your squad. And you know what else? If you have to do an evaluation of the relationships in your life, do that. And I'm not just talking about friends, everybody. I'm not talking about just coworkers, everybody. I'm talking about with family too. In the event that you need to do a reevaluation of people in your life, do it. And that doesn't mean, because, unfortunately in the African American culture, we have this cancel culture thing, especially with this whole millennial generation. Everybody's cancel. You cancel because you got blonde strands in your braids, and that means you don't like being black. Or you cancel because whatever reason that we canceling everybody out for, right? It does not mean that you are canceling out everybody, but what it means is you strategically know where to place people in your life. So for instance, whatever stage and whatever phase, okay, I know I can call on this person because they are of value to me. I know I can call on that person because they are of value to me. I know this person is going to help me through. I know that person is going to be there. So you know what? In cultivating my squad, these are the people now who are going to be held the closest to me, because I know even when I'm down, I can vibe and feed off of their energy. I know that I have thought every thought I'm going to think. So if I need any additional good ideas, great ideas, or some strength, I can talk to these people, that person. Cultivate your squad so that no matter what it is that you have to talk about, and no matter what it is that you have to do, you have people that you can go to, and you're not looking at them with the side eye because you don't know what they're going to think of you. You understand what I'm saying? So all of that is important. Again, it doesn't mean cancel out mama. It doesn't mean cousin so-and-so, you don't speak to them ever again in life. That is not what I'm saying, people. It's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is know your audience. As I'm sitting here looking at my audience, right? Know your audience. Know how to deal with them. Know what you can and cannot say. Know who's going to be there and who's not going to be there, and then deal accordingly. That's it. You can still love everybody, but you're going to have to love them from the band. You're going to have to love them with the bandwidth of love that you have, and everybody you can't love closely. If you, for instance, right, if you're in a relationship or if you have a family member that you know has tons of toxic behaviors that you can't stand, right? So, for instance, and this might be for the younger generation because a lot of older people have already mastered this for the most part. You got a friend that every time y'all go to the club, he or she got to get into a fight. I don't care who it is. I don't care where y'all going. I don't care if it's just out to dinner, but wherever y'all go, they arguing with waiters or waitresses. They in the club, somebody looked at them wrong. They were in a conversation in somebody's side and they took it personally and felt like it was about them. Whatever it is, right? And you love them. You love them to pieces. You maybe you're the godparents to their children. Maybe y'all grew up together from the crib. No matter what it is, you love them, but you know that a lot of their behaviors and a lot of their characteristics are toxic. Listen, we all have that. We all have that in friends. We all have that in family, and some of us have that in relationships. My point is, you don't have to completely cancel these people out. I mean, well, as long as their toxic behaviors aren't, greatly affecting you. But learn how to love people from a distance. I mean, we grown at this point. Some people have to be loved from a distance. I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to know that. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. It's a taboo topic, but you honestly have to love people from a distance sometimes. So if it's that family member and it's like, you know what, they want to go out because blah, blah, blah club just opened up. Be like, ooh, you know what? I can't make it out to this particular event, but you know what? Let's just have drinks over at my house in the family room, on the deck, in the dining room. I can go with you. You come over here. You come over here. Because that way you're ensuring, no, we're not getting in no arguments with the waiters, the waitresses, the bottle girls, somebody else who looked at you. Learn to spend time with them alone. You understand what I'm saying? You love them. You still spending time with them. But you also know your audience so that you don't have to be aggravated. Another situation is, having certain conversations with people that you know it's not going to go nowhere, right? So if you are in a growth pattern, right? And honestly, we were just having this conversation last night with my family. If you are in a growth pattern and you're so excited about growing, right? Oh, God, I've been here, right? You're so excited about growing, and you're so excited about things that you're learning, and you're so excited about opportunities that you feel like are on the horizon that you just want to share it with everybody. Just like, you know what? I learned about A, B, and C, and I want to share it with you guys because I want you to learn about it too, because it's helping me greatly. And you decide to share it with your best friend. You decide to share it with one of your aunties. You decide to share it with cousin so-and-so. And all of them are like, well, you know, that's not going to work because blah, blah, blah. Or, yeah, well, no, that's not a big deal because whatever. 9 times out of 10, you already know how that person is. You already know that that person either has a negative vibe. You already know that person isn't about growth. Ooh, I'm going to come back to that. But you already know that person isn't about growth. This is what I'm saying when I'm saying know your audience. You have to know your audience. Everything cannot be shared with everybody. Now, I'm not going to get biblical on y'all, and I'm not going to go into the scripture saying don't cast your pearls to swine, but don't cast your pearls to swine. Don't cast your pearls to swine, everybody, because everybody is not about growth. So I'm going to go back to that, right? About what was it, maybe 2 years ago? About maybe 2 years ago, a friend and I got, and you know what? And I was talking about it here on this show too. A friend and I got on this whole energy, this was about 3 years ago now, got into this whole energy discussion, right? And the transference of energy and high vibrational energies and low vibrational energy and manifestations, and how speaking positive things into the atmosphere all can come back to you, how one positive thought can change the trajectory of your day. And, you know, we really started doing a lot of research on this topic, morning manifestations, and decided we wanted to share that with a few people. All I am saying to you is, didn't go well. It did not go well. Do you hear me? It did not go well. Everybody is not about growth. And let me just give you a disclaimer. For me, that was growth, right? For my friend who was also doing it at the same time, that was growth. Do you understand what I'm saying? But it doesn't mean that everybody is in the same place, because at the end of the day, they're not. Sometimes the things you learn are just for you. And honestly, you can't be mad at other people because they're not latching on to it or being as excited about it as you are. Sometimes what's for you is for you. Now, like I said, I keep telling y'all I'm not going to put my preacher's hat on, because I could really sit here, put on a robe, go into a full sermon, you know, start collecting tithes, do a communion, all of that, you know, but I'm not going to do it. But what I am going to say again is sometimes what's for you is for you. And a lot of times when we are growing, you ain't doing that with a crowd. You're not doing that with the masses behind you. A lot of times you're growing alone. And if you are lucky to have one, maybe two other people that are in the same frame of mind and have the same headspace and same feelings about that particular area of growth with you, you're blessed. I think my shirt says that. Does my shirt say blessed? Can y'all see it? It says blessed right there. So you are blessed if you're able to do that, because that's not the norm. A lot of times we grow from places that we don't understand. A lot of times we grow completely by ourselves. Again, know your audience and know who you are sharing things with, because you don't want their negative energy and you don't want their negative vibe to put a hamper on what you feel like is something good that can catapult you in your life. Right? So what did Faye say? Faye said in the comments, she said, at all, she said that energy will suck you dry. And Faye, you are completely right. It will. It will. If you have not cultivated your squad enough so that you know whom you can go to for what, so that all the energy around you is positive at all times, no matter what. No matter what it is you're talking about, no matter what it is you're going through, no matter if you are in a growth pattern, a stale pattern, or I don't know, maybe you just ain't doing nothing and you are really, really, really going through it. But no matter what, you still need to be surrounded with positive energy and people who are going to continue to pour into you no matter what, you know? So I'm big on that. I'm very, very big on that. And all of it is important and all of it is imperative. So while you were in the process of taking an account and while you are in the process of renewal, please, 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 while you are doing all the things that make you feel relaxed, while you are doing all the things that are helping you, please also make sure you are cultivating your squad so you are surrounded by those who want to see you win. And so you are surrounded by those who are going to pour into you when you need it. And probably more importantly, when you don't. A lot of times that's when we hear the most, right? Yeah. Another thing I wanted to talk about while we were on this process of healing and this process of making sure you're taking care of yourself is... this one is a doozy. This one is a doozy. I might get in trouble for this one, but whatever. I'm going to say it anyway. Please don't surround yourself with yes people. Do we have a fan? I feel like I need a church fan on that one. I need a church fan, everybody. I'm going to start putting church fans in the studio so that when I come in here, I can do this when I make a point, okay? I think that'll be my thing. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. But please don't surround you when you're cultivating your squad. Please don't surround yourself with yes people. People who are literally watching you spiral. People who know that something has been wrong for a long time. People who are watching you make decisions that you wouldn't otherwise make. People who are watching you in a constant state of sadness or depression. People who are watching you act out of character. And these are supposed to be family and these are supposed to be friends, and they are saying absolutely nothing to you at all. What did you say, Denise? You want to embrace constructive criticism. Absolutely. Absolutely, Denise. And hey, Denise, how you doing, girl? But yes, these people who are supposed to be friends and are supposed to be family and are supposed to love you. And again, I'm not saying over immerse yourself in other people's business, because I don't do that either. That's your family. That's your child. That's your mother. That's your marriage. That's your. I get really, really cautious with that area. But what I am saying is, if this is your friend, and you see them going through something, you honestly need to be like, okay, you know what? Listen, I see that this is happening, this, that, or the other, and I'm concerned. This is doing this, that's doing that. You over here doing this, you over here acting like that. What is going on with you? This is like this, that's like that. And when you're the person that's in that seat, you can't sit from a place of, well, you said something to me, so now I need to say something back to you. No. It's not a tit for tat in real true friendship. It's not a tit for tat when you know somebody loves you. That's not what it is. It is literally, this is what I am observing. You know I'm not coming to you from a bad place. Please take heed. And like Denise said, it's not even, it's constructive criticism, but it's also I'm using these as examples to show you exactly what's going on in your world. So if it sounds like it's criticism, this is what you're actually doing, people. Do y'all understand that? Or does it just sound like I'm rambling? Let me know. Y'all let me know in the chat. But you need those people in your life. You need people in your life that force you to level up. You have to have people in your life that force you to level up. Because again, being surrounded by yes men or yes women or yes parents or yes family or yes whatever it is, yes coworkers or whatever it is not going to do anything for you at all. You can't grow like that. If everybody is just agreeing with everything you do, everything you say, or telling you that everything is going to be all right, how do you grow? How do you grow? We have to be open to that. Do you know how many times, child? Speaking of Queen B, y'all see her back there? Wait, okay, right there. Y'all see her right there? Do you know how many times she and I have had conversations and she has been like, sis, that ain't you. And I've been like, wait, what? What do you mean? She'd be like, that's not you. That's not you. I don't know what's going on, but this particular situation right here is not for you. Or you don't normally do that. Or you don't do this as much. Just hear me out and hear what I'm saying. Take a step back, take an account, because this ain't your normal. And not only is this not your normal, this is not your happy place. Of all the conversations we've had with what you want in life, and I've seen how you are when you're happy, right now, what I've been witnessing from whatever time period, ain't it. And I literally had to be like, wow. Okay. All right. No, I'm not offended. No, I don't think you're criticizing me. No, I don't think you're looking down on me. No, I don't think you think you're better than me because of whatever place you're in and whatever place I'm in. But literally, you are my friend. You are my sister. And I know you love me. So I'm going to take heed to the things that you're saying. That's it, people. That's it. I've been through so many different situations in life that if I just had people around me that said, oh, it's going to get better. That's it. I'm trying to figure out how would that have helped me? Tell me, please, everybody. How would that have helped me? What is going on in the chat right here? Shalonda, hey, girl. That's my girl. That's my Coco right there. Yes, that part. Yeah, that's the part that people can't do. Yes, and Aisha, that's my other girl. Hey, mama. Down in Atlanta. You know, listen, we coming down there. Check me when I need to be checked. Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, Aisha, everything we do, everything we say, and every decision we make, although it is our lives and we are grown, sometimes we make decisions from desperate places. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I've done that. I've made decisions from desperate places out of wanting to be loved, transparent moment. Out of wanting to be loved, I've made decisions out of desperate places. Had me out here looking like a daggone fool. I mean, am I the only one? Y'all help me out. Was I the only one? Because I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I wasn't. But I know, because, let's go back to lesson number 2 for tonight, because I cultivated my squad correctly. I know that if anybody said anything to me, it wasn't coming from a place of jealousy. It wasn't coming from a place of envy, but it was coming from a place of love. Like, sus, this ain't what you want. And I know this isn't what you want because you've told me what you wanted before. And now I see you doing things that are completely the opposite. You understand what I'm saying? Am I being clear? Is it me? You know what? Whatever. But a lot of times we make decisions out of desperation, and those people who are around you need to be able to step in and need to be able to check you. Like, girl, you don't need that much money, and money is not completely ruling your life where you need to make that decision over money, or you need to make that decision over love, or you need to make that decision for attention, or you need to make that go in that attention one. Child. Wait till we in the weeks to come, we're going to talk about that attention factor and how many how many grown ass women out here just do stuff for attention. Woo! I'm gonna come back to that, y'all. Really going to come back to that, because that's running rampant and that's running deep, especially with social media. Denise just said, let me know if I'm out of pocket. I invite feedback that will improve myself or correct what's going on with me at that time period. Denise gets exactly what I'm saying tonight. Aisha said, desperate places from, it went up. Desperate places from your past. She said, when people can't accept it, it's usually because they already don't trust the person with the message. Did y'all see me pause like that? Wait, let me do it again. Message. When people can't accept it, it's usually because they already don't trust the person with the message, or the person knows they need to change and they're not ready for change. Honestly, I think that happens a lot. People, and that's all of us. You know what I mean? Because I can't even point a finger and then just say, yeah, it's your fault. You need to do. Most of us, when we are in a pattern of doing something, whether we recognize it or not, we are not ready to change. We're not. There's some kind of payoff in whatever it is we're doing. And again, don't get me wrong. Some people are in situations and circumstances where they have to continue on whatever behavior that is not them. Because they still have to go along to get along. You understand what I'm saying? And I completely understand that. But there are other situations that people don't have to be in where they'll just continue on. And it's like, well, why are you doing that? That's one of them girl moments. Like when who is it? Destiny's Child. That song, girl. I'm not going to sing it because y'all know I can't sing. But still, one of them moments from them song, like, I can tell there's something going on with you. I can tell situations aren't right, either on your job or either in your home or whatever the case may be. Or get this, or just within you. Just within you. Nobody else has to be doing anything at all, but you are having some internal issues and some internal battles with yourself, and from the outside, as your friend, as your family, as your mate, as your whatever, I can see that something is wrong and you're making decisions that you would not otherwise make. Y'all get where I'm going with that? So all of that is important. So my number one thing for tonight was making sure you're taking account of yourself, making sure you are checking yourself first, and periodically saying to yourself, why did I make this decision? Do I have the bandwidth to do this, that, or the other? Am I okay with being in this situation or that situation? Is everything good with me? Taking account of yourself. Am I okay? Am I okay? Am I okay? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Because that's important, because we get into a mode where we're going through the motions and you haven't even stepped back to say, am I okay? And I don't care how productive you are, how busy you are, or whatever's going on, take a step back and say, am I okay? That's important. That was number 1 tonight. Number 2 tonight was making sure you cultivate your squad. We were not put here to live on this earth by ourselves. I don't care how much of a loner you are going to need somebody on this planet for something. Again, I could put this whole preacher hat on and be like, God blesses you through people. But I'm not. All I'm going to say is whatever you believe in, whether you believe in God, universe, aliens, what else we got out there that people believe in? I don't even know anymore. Oh, Scientology. I forgot about Scientology. Scientology and all of that. Whatever it is you believe in, you were not put here on this earth to be by yourself. So you can't do it all alone. Cultivate your squad. And your squad don't got to be big. You don't got to have 6 or 7 people around you all the time. You can have 1 or 2 other people as long as it's someone else who genuinely loves you and knows you and is close enough to you to recognize when you are not being you. You understand what I'm saying? So, number 1. What was number 1, y'all? I'm forgetting my number 1. See? I need somebody to be like, girl, go somewhere and sit down. But number 1 was taking account. Number 2 was cultivating your squad. And number 3, don't surround yourself with yes people. Aisha, what'd you just say? Just check yourself, but forgive yourself for past mistakes and move on empowered, not broken. Is that not a word? Aisha, you better tell them. Move on. Wait a minute. Let me read it again. Check yourself, but forgive yourself for past mistakes and move on empowered, not broken. I mean, I got like 8 more minutes of the show, but I literally would have ended the show on that note if I had read it a few minutes from now. Thank you, Aisha, for that. That's exactly it. Forgive yourself. When you in step 1 and you recognize, dag, I really made that decision from a very bad place and I shouldn't have. And as long as nobody else was involved in the decision and it was just you, forgive yourself for it. You don't have to live with that, and you don't have to live with this brokenness. You don't have to live with this bitterness. You don't have to live with this negative energy and negative vibe, or always being down, or always being a Debbie Downer, or always having no hope, or always having no faith. You don't have to be that person. You don't. Forgive yourself for that. Empower yourself and move on. And I know even with the shoulder shrugs and all of that, I'm making it sound extremely simple. I know that. I know that. And so I'm not minimizing that process, because people pay billions of dollars in therapy just to learn that. And I'm very aware that people pay billions of dollars in therapy just to learn that. So I do not minimize that at all, because that's huge. But yeah, step 1, step 2, cultivate your squad. Your squad is important. You do need people. And step 3, do not surround yourself with yes people, because they cannot help you grow. They cannot help you grow. Yes people will not help you grow. Now, the opposite of that is you don't want somebody that's just always in your business being judgmental either. And I don't care who that is. I don't care if that's a relationship, your family, could be your mama. Sorry, mamas. I'm a mama too. But you don't want somebody in your business being just completely judgmental about every decision you make. Oh, I decided to buy myself a dress today. Well, why you go and do that? All you're doing is spending money. You could be saving. You like, I just wanted a dress. I wanted a dress. I work hard. I wanted a dress. Or I decided to go on this vacation. You better than me. Good for you. Wasn't you struggling 3 months ago? Damn. I just wanted to get away for a little bit. I didn't ask you for the money. Like, what's the judgment about? Like, so again, you don't need somebody who is so close to you that is going to be coming from a judgmental space. But you definitely need somebody who is not a yes man, that knows when to infer that girl talk conversation and knows when to mind their own daggone business. Okay? Because some people need to mind their business too. Unfortunately, we have a lot of people that need to mind their own daggone business too. So, and I say that with love to everybody. But yeah, so those were my three steps tonight. You guys, everybody's talking in the chat. I love all of you guys for talking in the chat, helping me out tonight with all of the comments. There's so many comments in the chat right here on Facebook. I'm not even sure if there's any on Instagram, because I did not get a chance to check it. I don't know. Am I live on Instagram right now? Oh, I am. Ow, y'all. Okay. Ow. Let me see. Okay. Yes. So no, I did not get a chance to check the comments on Instagram as of yet, and I didn't get a chance to check the comments on YouTube as of yet. But thank you for you all who have been putting the comments in the chat on Facebook all night long, because you guys are awesome and you guys have been great. But let me know your thoughts on my 3 keys for tonight. And also, Katab, if you're watching on any show, he does have t-shirts and sweatshirts that say cultivate your squad. So please, and we could talk about it again on another show. I will not be here next week. I have some family things I have to do, but I will be here the week after that. And if he gives me the information, I will let you all know where to get those t-shirts and sweatshirts from that say cultivate your squad, because that's important, people. And we have to do that. You need to make sure you're surrounded by people that love you and are forcing you to level up and are here for you genuinely. Why can't I say that right now? Genuinely. But yes, so we're coming to the end of my show, everybody, because it's just me. I'm not going to 8:30, everybody, because I'm just going to be in here talking for an hour and a half. And trust me, y'all don't want that. You really honestly don't want that. This little 60 minutes I'm doing right now is good, everybody. So I'm going to be ending in the next couple of minutes. But yeah, so let me know. Give me some feedback, everybody. Let me know your thoughts on everything. But remember, number 1, take account of yourself. Number 2, cultivate your squad. And number 3, don't surround yourself with yes people. And I feel like as long as we're doing that, whether we're in a pandemic or we're not in a pandemic, we'll continue to grow and we'll continue to make it, and we'll continue to be positive and make sure we're not getting down even when we're overwhelmed, no matter what is going on in the world, right? So that's all I got tonight for you guys. In the meantime, as I usually say at every show, I love you guys for watching. I love you guys for listening, whether you're watching me on Instagram, if you're watching me on WBKS1.com, if you're watching me on YouTube, if you're watching me on Facebook, if you're listening to me on the TuneIn app on BKS1 Radio. Is that it? I'm trying to figure out, am I streaming anyplace else right now? I don't think so. But wherever it is you guys are watching me, I love you. And we'll be back. Like I said, I will not be here next week, so don't look for me next week. But I will be here the week after that, everybody. Next week, I have to move my baby in on campus. He's leaving. I have to move my baby in on campus. And that is on the 24th, which is a Tuesday. So I will not be here in studio. But I'll be back the week after that with some great interviews. And we have some people lined up and some more exciting shows. So again, thank you to everybody that rocked out with me tonight. I love you guys. God bless. Hopefully I'll be here same time, a different week, new topic. Bye everybody.